That's it. If you don't remember anything else, the entire high holidays, remember that sentence. Because anytime we forget, bad things happen. When we dehumanize people, bad things happen. When we say people are less than, bad things happen. Right here it says, to the Jews, we are a holy people. But in Genesis it says we are all created b'tselem Elohim, that we are all created in God's image. Are we a holy people? Sure. Are there many, quote, holy peoples? Fine. But we have a special mission. And when we forget that mission, as I said, we become like a messenger who has forgotten its message. What's the point? What's the point if we forget that we were selected? Someone say, well, maybe God should pick on someone else. It's too late. We were picked. And part of that says, because I, God, am holy, I say that you are a holy people. Kadosh means separate, distinct, and it also means unique. That the teachings of Judaism, one of the very first things was to bring ethical monotheism to the world. We take it for granted because so much of the Western world is monotheistic. That was a Jewish belief. Many of the things that we accept as part of Western civilization, Jewish beliefs. So much so that oftentimes we confuse ourselves in embracing simply Western ideology and philosophy and values. And we say, they're Jewish values. But really the opposite is true. They started off as Jewish values and they entered into the consciousness of society. Shabbat, a Jewish value. No one ever thought of taking a day off. A day off? A day off? Impossible. But the Jews brought that value. Now, we've been challenged by it. The great god of soccer is a jealous god. The great god of the Golden Knights, even more jealous. But it's still a value. And when we lose sight of those values in favor of others, we do become a messenger that's forgotten its message. So if nothing else, remember this. Speak to the community of Israel and say to them, you shall be holy, for I, Adonai your God, am holy. The first Aliyah, Carolyn Friedner and Marilyn Goldstein. Come on down. And Jennifer Neiman will be the Torah reader.
Adonai El Moshe Lemor Daber El Kohatat B'nei Yisrael V'amarta Elohem Kedoshim Tihiyu Ki Kadosh Ani Shabbatotai Tishmeru Ani Adonai Elohechem Al Tifnu El Ha-Elelim V'yate Matsecha Lo Ta'asu Lachem Ani Adonai Elohechem.
Our second Aliyah goes to Joyce and Steve Sperling. Our Torah reader is Stephanie Finch.
Amen. Veki titzpachu zeva shelamin ladanoi lonzochem titzpachu bayom be'acher ya'achol umimachara vehanotah Ad Yom Ashlishi Ba'esh Yisaref Omim Ha'akol Ya'akel Ba'yom Hashlishi Bagu Ledrotzan.
Our next reader will be Kareen, and the Leah goes to our adult choir. Haven't they been wonderful this whole season? They've been great, fabulous. So come on, choir. You deserve this, Aliyah.
קודש אדוני חילל ונכרתה הנפש ההיא מעמיה ובקצרכם את קציר ארצכם לא תכלה בעד שדך לקצור ולקט קצרך לא תלקט.
.340, we return the Torah to we redress the Torah. Rona and David Mendelson. David Weinstein, please come forward. Please rise.
וזאת התורה אשר שם משה, וזאת התורה, וזאת התורה אשר שם משה, וזאת התורה, לפני בני ישראל, וזאת התורה, על פי אדוני ביד משה, וזאת התורה, וזאת התורה אשר שם משה, וזאת התורה.
Haftorah, the blessings are done by Lori Frankel and Cheryl Chinen Webb. And the blessing afterward will be done by Ayelet Blitt. And the Haftorah readers, if they would come up, are Kathy and David Lenevsky, Elaine Enton, Justice Alyssa Kadish and Howard Beckerman, Alyssa Nave Worth and Rob Worth, Shirley Kaufman, Dr. Stephanie Lerner. Come on up, everybody.
Moshe avdo, uVyisrael amo, uVinviei ha'emet v'tzedek.
And the word of Adonai came to Jonah, son of Amittai, get up, go to the great city of Nineveh, and proclaim against it, for their evil deeds have risen up before me. But Jonah got up to flee to Tarshish, away from the presence of Adonai. And he went down to Jaffa and found there a ship heading to Tarshish. And he paid its fare and went down into it to head with them to Tarshish, away from the presence of Adonai.
But Adonai hurled a great wind upon the sea, a storm at sea so great the ship was in danger of being shattered to pieces. And the sailors were frightened, cried out, each to his own god, and flung the ship's cargo into the sea to lighten the load. But Jonah had gone down into the hold, the lower deck of the vessel, and he lay down and fell asleep. And the captain approached him and said to him, "What are you doing sound asleep? Get up, call to your God. Perhaps the God will be kind to us, and we will not perish."
And they said, each man to his companion, let us cast lots, that we might know on whose account this evil event has come to us. So they can cast lots, and the lot fell on Jonah. And they said to him, tell us, you who have brought this evil upon us, what is your trade, and where have you come from? What is your country, and who are your people? And he said to them, I am a Hebrew. I revere Adonai, God of heaven, who made sea and dry land. The men felt great fear, and they asked him, what have you done? Because the men knew he was fleeing from Adonai, for so he had told them. And they asked him, what should we do to you to bring calm to the sea around us? For the sea was growing more and more stormy. So he said to them, lift me up and hurl me into the sea, and the sea will calm down for you. For I know that this great storm came upon you because of me. And the crew rowed hard to return to the dry land, but they could not do it, for the sea was raging more and more fiercely around them. And they called out to Adonai, saying, please, Adonai, please do not let us perish because of the life of this man, and do not hold us guilty of shedding innocent blood. For you, Adonai, that which you desired, you have brought about. And they lifted Jonah and hurled him into the sea. Then the sea stopped raging. The men revered Adonai. Great was their reverence. So they offered to Adonai a sacrifice and made vows.
Chapter 2. And Adonai provided a great fish to swallow Jonah. And Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights. Jonah prayed to Adonai his God from the belly of the fish, and he said, I called to Adonai in my distress, and God answered me. I cried out from the belly of the netherworld, and you heard my voice. Into the depths you cast me, into the heart of the sea, and the floods engulfed me. All your billowing, breaking waves swept over me.
And I thought to myself, I was banished from before your eyes. Will I ever again gaze upon your holy temple? The waters closed in over me. The deep engulfed me. Rushes wrapped around my head. I descended to the low point of the mountains. The gates of the earth closed upon me forever. Yet you, Adonai my God, raised up my life from the pit.
When my life fainted away, I called Adonai to mind, and my prayer came to you, to your holy temple. They who cling to empty folly forsake their own welfare. But I, with a shout of thanksgiving, I will sacrifice to you. What I have vowed, I will fulfill. Rescue comes from Adonai. Adonai commanded the fish, and it spewed Jonah out upon the dry land.
And the word of Adonai came to Jonah a second time. Get up, go out to the great city of Nineveh, and call out to the proclamation that I tell you. So Jonah got up and went to Nineveh according to the word of Adonai. Now Nineveh was a great city of God, 3 days' journey across. And Jonah started out and made his way across the city the distance of a one-day walk. And he called out and said, 40 more days, and Nineveh shall be overturned.
The people of Nineveh trusted in God, and they proclaimed a fast, and they put on sackcloth from the richest to the poorest. And word reached the king of Nineveh, and he got up from his throne, took off his robe, put on sackcloth, and sat in ashes. And he cried out and said in Nineveh, by decree of the king and his nobles, no person or beast of flock or herd shall taste anything. They shall not graze, and they shall not drink water. They shall be covered with sackcloth, person and beast, and shall call loudly to God. Let all turn back from their evil ways and from the violence which is in their hands. Who knows? God may turn and relent, turn back from the heat of anger, so we do not perish. So God saw what they did, how they were turning back from their evil ways. And God relented from the evil planned for them and did not carry it out. But to Jonah, this was a great evil, and it made him angry. So he prayed to Adonai, saying, please, Adonai, is this not what I said when I was still in my own country? This is why I fled to Tarshish to begin with. For I knew that you are a gracious and compassionate God, endlessly patient and abounding in steadfast love, ready to repent of evil. And now, Adonai, please, take my life from me, for it is better for me to die than to live. And Adonai said, is it good for you to be angry?
Then Jonah left the city, found a place east of the city, made himself a shelter there, and sat under it in the shade until he might see what would become of the city. And Adonai Elohim provided a gourd, and made it rise up over Jonah to give shade for his head, and rescue him from his evil situation. And Jonah rejoiced with great joy because of the gourd. But at dawn the next day, God provided a worm that attacked the gourd, and it withered. And as the sun rose, God provided an oppressive wind from the east, and the sun beat down on Jonah's head, making him faint. He begged for death, saying, it is better for me to die than to live. Then God said to Jonah, are you good and angry about the gourd? And he said, I am good and angry to the point of death. Then Adonai said, you pitied the gourd, which you neither worked for nor grew, which appeared overnight and perished overnight. Should I, then, not have compassion for the great city of Nineveh, a place of more than 120,000 human beings, unable to tell their right hand from their left, and many beasts?
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם צור כל העולמים צדיק בכל הדורות האל הנאמן האומר ועושה המדבר ומקיים שכל דבריו אמת וצדק על התורה ועל העבודה ועל הנביאים ועל יום הכיפורים הזה שנתת לנו אדוני אלוהינו למחילה ולסליחה ולכפרה לכבוד ולתפארת על הכל אדוני אלוהינו אנחנו מודים לך ומברכים אותך יתברך שמך בפי כל חי תמיד לעולם ועד ודברך אמת וקיים לעד ברוך אתה אדוני מלך מוחל וסולח לעוונותינו ולעוונות עמו בית ישראל ומעביר אשמותינו בכל שנה ושנה מלך על כל הארץ מקדש ישראל מלך על כל הארץ הכיפורים.
We'd like to call upon Cheryl and Rob Goldstein, Courtney Goldstein, Scott Goldstein, Ariel Garber, Robin Greenspun for the honor of accompanying the Ark curtains as they are opened and the Torah is returned. Also Bonnie and Art Marshall. If you'd all like to come forward at this time. Page 353. Would the congregation please rise? Be seated. So now we'll take a bit of time for our reflective reading, pages 356 to 411. Just read now at your own individual pace. 356 to 411. 412. Let us rise. We read together, as parents show tenderness to their children, may you show mercy to those who worship you. Like the heavens that tower above the earth, your love is powerful for those who revere you. Liberation is a gift from God, a blessing upon your people. You are the God of all we can perceive, our haven, the God of Yaakov. And you are the God of all that is beyond our perception. The one who has faith in you is fortunate. Sovereign God, show us the way to freedom. Answer us on this day of our calling out to you. Moses prayed to God, as you have been faithful to this people ever since Egypt, please forgive their failings now, in keeping with your boundless love. And God responded, I forgive as you have asked. Together, our God and God of our ancestors, we are your people and you are our God. We are your children and you are our Father, our Mother. We are the people who serve you and you call us to serve. We are your community and you are our portion. We are your legacy and you are our purpose. We are your flock and you are our shepherd. We are your vineyard and you watch over us. We are your work and you are our maker. We are your beloved and you are our lover. We are your treasure, and you are the one we cherish. We are your people, and you reign over us. We offer you our words, and you offer us yours. So forgive us, pardon us, lead us to atonement. Our God and God of all generations, may our prayers reach your presence. And when we turn to you, do not be indifferent. Adonai, we are arrogant and stubborn, claiming to be blameless and free of sin. In truth, we have stumbled and strayed. We have done wrong. Of these wrongs we are guilty. We betray, we steal, we scorn, we act perversely. We are cruel, we scheme, we are violent, we slander. We devise evil, we lie, we ridicule, we disobey. We abuse, we defy, we corrupt, we commit crimes. We are hostile, we are stubborn, we are immoral, we kill, we spoil, we go astray, we lead others astray. Our turning away from your mitzvot and laws of goodness is a hollow pursuit. You are just concerning all that happens in our lives. Your way is the way of truth, while ours leads to error. What can we say to you whose existence is beyond time and space? What words of ours can reach your realm beyond the clouds, beyond heaven itself? Every hidden mystery, every revelation, surely you know them all. You know the secrets of the universe and the secrets of the human heart. You know and understand us, for you examine our inner lives. Nothing is concealed from you, nothing hidden from your sight. Eternal One, our God and God of our ancestors, we pray that this be your will. Forgive all our wrongs. Pardon us for every act of injustice. Help us atone for all our moral failings. Please be seated. For these sins, our God, we ask forgiveness. The ways we have wronged you deliberately and by mistake, and harm we have caused in your world through insincere promises. The ways we have wronged you by judging others unfairly, and harm we have caused in your world by making light of serious matters. The ways we have wronged you by giving in to our hostile impulses, and harm we have caused in your world through condensation. The ways we have wronged you through our innermost thoughts, and harm we have caused in your world through the words of our mouths. The ways we have wronged you through lies and deceit, and harm we have caused in your world by mistreating a friend or neighbor. The ways we have wronged you by hating without cause, and harm we have caused in your world through hypocrisy. V'al kulam elaha slichot, salach lanu, l'chal lanu, kaper lanu. For all these failures of judgment and will, God of forgiveness, forgive us, pardon us, lead us to atonement. As we continue on page 427 for the Avinu Malkeinu, we call upon Ruth Urban, Taryn Falk Lipman and Brian Lipman, Nadine and Joe Craycraft, Lois and Malcolm Doctors, for the honor of accompanying the Ark curtains as they are open. Please rise. Avinu Malkeinu, we join generations of Jews who have sought your compassion. Shekhinah Imenu, nurturing presence. Makor Binatenu, source of insight and understanding. Tzur Chayenu, unweathered stone, steadying strength beneath us. Yedid Nafshotenu, intimate soul companion. Chanenu Va'anenu, we open to you in self-examination. Together, grace us and answer us. Be present with us and inspire us. Accompany us. Assure us we are not alone. K'yein ba'nu ma'asim. We approach you empty-handed together. Asei manu tzedakah v'chesed. Embrace us generously as we expose our errors together. Hoshienu, save us. We join our strength to yours as we offer ourselves fully to life ahead. (438), we read the Kaddish to Rabbanan. That's different than the mourner's Kaddish. This is actually a prayer simply in praise of God. Please rise. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah v'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayedach beit Yisrael magalav v'zman kariv v'yimru amen. Yeheshmei rabba mevorach le'olam olmei almaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekusha b'richu Leila ulaela mikol birchata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechamata damiram bialma v'imru amen. All Yisrael v'al Rabbanan v'al Talmidehun v'al kol Talmidehun di v'ataran ha'dein v'di b'chol atar v'etar yehelahon v'lechol shlema rabba china v'chista v'rachamin v'chin arichin u'mazonei Reziche ufir kana min kadam avuhun devish maya va'ara vimaru. Amen. Yehi shlom araba min shamaya v'chaim tovim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael vimaru. Amen. Ose shalom b'mramav hu yaseh shalom v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel vimaru. Amen. May be seated. This concludes our afternoon service. The Yizkor service will begin in approximately 15 minutes. Thank you.